All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Week 6 recap, and we're here with Jaquemo, Dawg, right
Yeah,
there
what
from
is up?
Drunkyard
What is up?
Dawgs.
Represent NOLA in the house, Andy Dalton. No.
All right, well, he is our New Orleans Saints correspondent, but we got a quick thing to show you guys.
If you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat.
I'll let it play one more time.
If you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat.
Is that on purpose, guys?
For sure.
For sure.
Definitely. A nice play on words, for sure. But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. When you get like that, you know how to word it to where you can just get away with it, basically. And that's exactly what happened.
They must be looking for those. They see the names.
They got pregame.
Like,
they got pregame fucking meetups and shit like that. So they like looking at stuff. They got to know how to like pronounce names of these rookies, of these fucking practice squad guys. So they're like,
I can't wait to butcher this one purposely, or I can't wait to make some jokes with this one.
I can't wait to make a nice pun with this one. Toss that in there like, oh yeah, he's gonna get some play today. Oh yeah, I got this one ready. Yeah. Like, how does this one sound?
Around.
It happens too often too, right? For it to not be on purpose. So we're gonna go with it's on purpose.
Yeah. RG3 and those guys are really good at it. I'm sure at this point you can find like a montage of that shit on YouTube. It's probably all over.
So the main reason we had him call in real quick, Saints Cardinals Thursday night football. Yeah. I'm gonna have this hopefully out tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But if not, day later, we'll see the results. We'll know the score.
Right.
What do you think's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? It's gonna be pretty simple. Saints are gonna come out there, beat that bird ass.
They're gonna whoop some.
We got some history to make out there. I know to y'all it's just another game, just another Thursday night game. But to the Saints, it's history. And look, Shibby, the Cardinals. I know they're supposed to be this and that. The Saints, they were supposed to be this and that. I remember. I was listening to that first episode, those predictions. Y'all had high hopes.
I did.
Well, Shibby, you had high hopes.
Yeah, I convinced him, and then he's like, "Oh, what the fuck you doing me for?"
Sham, for Jameis too much, which I don't know.
Right.
Jameis supposed to be coming back tomorrow. We'll see. No starting QB announced just yet.
Right. I mean,
it's gonna be tricky. Olave's supposed to come back too. Cardinals are getting what? D-Hop? Lucky Saints, right? Lucky us.
Yeah. But we lost Hollywood Brown in the process. True. So fucking.
But you also got Robbie Anderson. I don't
he's
know
not
if that's
playing
good or bad. I really don't know. Can't
he looks like Lock Dog from fucking Don't Be in Business. That's all I see every time I see him.
He's funny as a
bitch, man.
But
we have a problem.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good game. It's one of those. It's honestly a 50-50 game for me this week. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm rooting Cardinals, and that's my final vote. But
right.
It's one of those games that can go either way. We're both super fucking hurt. It's like practice squad on practice squad. You're missing Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry.
Isn't both squads 3-3?
Oh, 2 and 4.
Yeah. The battle of the fucking losers out here.
The battle of the underperformers.
It's gonna be another just terrible primetime game. So
I think this will be the best Thursday night football game by a long shot. And it's not even just because it's my teams. These teams at least will probably score. Cardinals, you never know.
I'm hoping it's high scoring.
Yeah, but like I think there's gonna be it'll be more fun to watch. At least Kyler Murray is like fun to watch. Even if he sucks, like it's still interesting. There's like there's something going on versus like these other teams. I mean, so fucking boring.
I don't think the acquisition of one player is gonna make you guys like turn around overnight, but I think it will help.
Yeah, he's not playing tomorrow, Anderson.
I'm talking about I'm talking about Hopkins.
Oh, Hopkins.
Even though I said acquisition, but either way, like he's still back. So I don't think that's gonna like make everything.
Man, it's Hopkins though.
But it is Hopkins, you're right.
Like,
and it's like I like it. They said he was away from the facilities and all of this shit like that.
Might take him a few games to get in.
Yeah, so it's like he hasn't been around everybody, and so like maybe that adjustment period. But like I honestly don't think. I think you guys both have a chance, man.
I'm
50-50, like being the third man. I am 50-50.
That's what makes it a good one.
Both teams that were supposed to be better than we are.
Yeah,
we really need this win. Like this is now it's getting to the point where this is making your bed now. If we're 2-5, that's getting harder to make the playoffs. 3 and winning the game here, we're both 3 and 4. You're one game from 500. Anything can happen. What's your division looking like? It's pretty bad.
In our
right?
division, man, we got a chance.
Same with us. We're
the
both
Falcons are tied with the Bucks at like 3-3. Dude, we're still in
our
there.
division. The AFC South is
we're
crazy.
last place and we're only one game behind in our division, and we're last place in our division. So that's what I'm saying. These games this is a very meaningful game for being a 2-4 team. These are not teams that are like ready to be 2-5. You know what I mean? This is going to be
like a lot of the NFL
game.
is a huge toss up right now.
Dude,
except like obviously
very
one clear cut team, the Eagles. So.
Oh yeah,
but actually, that brings me to my point. Actually, the history that the Saints have to make, man, it's the bird gauntlet.
The bird gauntlet,
facing all the bird teams in one season, dude. We got history to make.
Yeah,
we already knocked off 2. We knocked off the Seahawks and the Falcons.
Yeah.
Now we got to knock off the Cardinals. You know, the Eagles are on that list.
I'll be pissed if this is going to happen because this is going to happen. Watch. He's talking this into existence.
That's hilarious, bro.
I can't even remember the other bird team right now, but we got to face them. The Ravens.
And honestly, with Shimani's luck recently, anything could happen. Your fantasy.
I'm not talking about that shit,
real quick.
Man.
Yeah, you got to hear about this poor fantasy game.
So I'm pissed, bro. I don't even want to fucking look at another fantasy roster. Next year when it's time for a fantasy draft, I don't want to fucking draft ever again.
He's resigned. He's quit next year already.
This shit is
next year
blasphemous. This shit is insane. I'm 3-3, right? Oh, 3-3. That's not that bad. Nah, bro.
Dude, he should. Okay, so
painful.
In perspective, Kelsey beat him alone when me and him faced with the 4-touchdown game. So I was down 32. Kelsey scored 33. On Monday night.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
It was like over with, and I was jokingly talking all this shit because I knew I lost, so I had nothing to lose. So I'm just like, nah, it's going to happen. Watch. T. Higgins, 0 points. I said, Kelsey, 4 touchdown game. Watch. And it literally fucking happened, bro. Yeah, like no catches. And then the next week happens. He's playing the Milkman. You've seen the Milkman on our podcast.
Yeah.
So it's both internal games. Like people that like, if you want to beat someone, you're going to see them face to face. A lot of their league is all across the country and shit. These are the kind of games that are like, some shit talking.
Meaningful,
yeah. And then he loses them the most tragic ways, dude. So he's up by what, like 23 points this time? 24 points, something like that. Again, same situation. All his players played Sunday. Can't do anything on Monday. He's got Eckler. Morgan's got Eckler.
Oh my goodness.
And Eckler gets, I think, literally like just 1 point and more than he needs.
He'll beat him. Basically, he beats me by
games.
3 fucking points, bro.
So he loses by 3, and then I beat him by 1 point, like 6. So he's lost some nail biters.
Dude, I'm
highest scoring team
crazy about the fantasy thing like that. If I see I'm playing somebody who's got like 1 or 2 guys on Monday, I'm like, yeah, I'm picking up somebody on Monday. Fuck that.
That's a smart ass idea. I
can't allow it because like it happens every time. If you're waiting for that team,
that player
and you're like beating the shit out of them. It's just gonna happen. What it is,
just the threshold, bro. The threshold is like fucking minimal, bro.
Dude, I had an 8% chance to beat him.
It gives you like that. It's like 99 to 1% or something.
Bro, it makes.
I actually lucked out that same game that your tight end went off, Travis Kelce, because I had Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so
it
was
also down like 20 something points, came back, dude. So
what is your record, Jaquemo, for our fantasy?
Oh, dude, I'm crushing it, dude. I'm fine.
I'm 5-1.
5-1. You're top team.
And I gotta fucking face him again.
He's top team.
Yeah, I gotta face him again.
Well, no. I'm tied.
Tied. Okay.
But not in the division or whatever because it's like separated. But I think Hot Chicken or some shit like that
chicken. He just whooped my ass.
They're going off.
He's but he's on a bye week. He's hurting this week. He's panicking.
So I'm
the buys just started.
Yeah,
that kind of
fucked me last week, man. I had to pick up
the buys aren't looking good either. I got to get a fucking tight end before tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's starting already. But I don't want to go too much into the Cardinals game, but the last one that just passed, man, we were fucking embarrassing. I don't know what's going on, dude. We're cursed. We're embarrassing. We had like our best start of a first quarter. We finally scored on I think it was our first drive, first time of the year. That was like it. It's all we did all game. Fucking suck.
You know what it is? I think it's that anticipation. That new Call of Duty's about to drop. Yeah, he hasn't been able to think straight.
He's been trying to level up on the beta. Dude, I did not know what you were going with that.
That is hilarious, bro. That motherfucker Kyler's hands is fucking sweaty, bro.
I can't even be mad. Yeah.
I mean, at heart, bro, he a little man, bro. So little man love games.
That's funny as hell.
All I can think about is him in the gaming chair, just legs swinging, you know, just like.
Bro, that's probably what it is. But man, the Cardinals are cursed. We can't have nice things, man. So Hopkins gets suspended before the season starts for the 0.0 whatever percentage of shit they find in his system. And he's already saying that there's gonna be more coming out about it at the end of the year. Like he's trying to appeal it and it's bullshit he's saying. Then we get him back, right? Literally the day before he's allowed to return to practice in the facility and all that stuff, Hollywood Brown like damn near breaks his fucking foot.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the
was
hell?
that in the game or?
Yeah,
it was in the game. Yeah, he just like pretty much. It was the fourth down 2 possessions with like 5 minutes left in the game. Just a Hail Mary prayer, and the cornerback falls on his ankle, and now he's out for at least 6 to 8 weeks, more than likely.
Which is
minimum
crazy,
of 4.
bro.
Yeah. So now we're not going to see Hopkins or Brown play together besides like what 2 or 3 games, and that's not enough time for them to get like
the mesh and all that. So.
It sucks, man. So I just hope and pray that maybe we make the playoffs somehow in a wild card situation. Hopkins turns us around, and then Brown comes back around, and then we come into this really badass team that's really complete by the end of the year. Kind of do like a backwards thing where a team has been half-assed all season, and at the end of the year, suddenly we have all our pieces kind of back together.
Yeah, try to piece it together.
But who knows who's going to get hurt between now and then? With our luck, I'm sure 3 or 4 more people. That's the one thing I hate about the NFL, man.
Yeah, like, when it rains, it pours.
You know, at least it doesn't even matter what team it is. Every single team is going to lose at least one starter.
Yeah.
Has it ever happened in the history of football where they haven't lost at least one starter for at least a couple weeks?
I don't think like a 10-week span so it's ever happened.
It's like the only sport.
We had 22 starters on each side.
I mean, I know basketball has injuries, and of course they happen often too, but it's like the only sport that you have to really prepare yourself for. Like, we're not gonna. This is our team on paper, but we're gonna be missing probably 4 or 5 of these guys by the end of the year, and we got to be good enough to
that's that true like next man up mentality.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like other sports don't have it as much. They do, but not quite as much as football.
I think it's like with football, it's like the whole sport is based on just the preparation. Like it's just a whole
skills
preparation
secondary,
just for like a little bit of
Because I mean, it's next man mentality. Like with
it really
football.
is.
Like I mean, even in the NBA, of course, too. But it's just it's so little body. So like that's the thing about it. One LeBron James injury, your whole season's over with. Like
that's true too.
I'm an Eagles fan. Like we lost Carson Wentz. We were 11-0, and we still won the fucking chip. So it's just like
that is
like,
the difference.
It's like you can plug and play more. Like if LeBron's going, you can't just put the next guy in. Like we're gonna fucking go to the finals.
Some people got big shoes to fill.
Yeah, so it's
football. Obviously, some.
I mean, obviously a Brady, if a Brady's out, they're probably not gonna do it. Like
it's not impossible though. But some great coaching and some great play.
Yeah, but like it's just gonna like on a defensive side, I'd say it probably take like 1 or 2. Like it could probably take like 2 of those guys. Like if you don't got like your cornerback and like a Von Miller, like a Ramsey and a Von Miller or something like that, or an Aaron Donald, like damn,
that's a huge hit.
So it weighs itself out, I think. So, but I like it.
So before we go forward with our slate of things you want to get into for the Saints, what do you have to say about their season so far? What's the reason they're 2-4? Like.
Dude, it's horrible. Oh my goodness.
It's just injuries, right? That's what I'm.
The beginning of the year, I was a man. Oh, huge Saints. I was a.
What was your prediction? Yeah, what was your prediction for the beginning of the year? What did you think they were going to go?
Bro, 17-0. Bro.
No, shut up.
I looked at the schedule. I was like, I can't see a game that we lose. I just can't. I was like, okay, like, all right, the Bucks, let's be serious. The Bucks, I was like, those are gonna be tough. But then at the same time, I was riding off that, like, bro, we don't lose to Tom Brady. I was like, okay, we just don't lose to him. And then we lost to him. But
it happens.
But man. Amos was coming back. I was like, man, he played those 4 games last year, man. Y'all gonna see. Everybody's gonna see. I had so much faith, bro. I had so much faith in the Saints. And the Pelicans put a whole 2-leg parlay, both of them futures winning the championship. That's how much faith I had in New Orleans this year.
Bro, the Pelicans. I was
like, bro, we winning the football championship and the basketball championship.
That's it. Hey, shit, man.
I don't know about the football one.
I put them in together. 2-team parlay. It's gonna hit for $5 million.
Vegas loves you. They said, all right,
That would be crazy.
They said, please keep betting every year. Dude, make this bet, please.
They're like, that's easy money.
They were like, we got to keep letting this guy go.
They said, who are we giving
every
this
day?
money?
They said, we'll pay you $60 million. You bet that. Please do. They just know it's not happening.
I was
funny.
Man, the betting shit, man. I make some terrible decisions sometimes.
I wanted to get in betting this year, but I'm also like scared too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's definitely much like the Saints. The highs are high and the lows
low, man. I already know it, man.
When you win on a bet, man, you're like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. And then when you lose,
I
like,
should have done that again.
What happened? It wasn't the weather. Was it somebody had to be sick or something?
It's close.
It's
always. But they surprised me too, man. I thought the Saints were going to be great.
You know who really surprised me? I'm wearing the jersey right here, 41. Alvin Kamara, man. Oh, dude, I had him in fantasy in my other league. Bro had his like 3 points. Well, now he's got like a little more these last 2 weeks, but dude had like 3 points in like the first 4 weeks. I was like, man, I'm trading him.
It's over.
Did you trade him?
Yeah, I had to get rid of him, man. I had to because I think it was like it was hurting me twice. Like as a fan,
real life,
and then on my fantasy team, I'm like,
dude, I don't blame you. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd rather have somebody else.
I had the first pick, and like there was like 20% of me that was like, Alvin Kamara maybe be the best running back in the league this year. And I'm so glad I didn't pick it. But I picked Jonathan Taylor, who's not doing much better. Yeah, it's the second. It's part 2. Basically.
I was that guy. I looked.
He said receivers.
I was like, I'm going to take a receiver first.
This is the receiver season for sure. Running backs are out.
I'm like, I just can't I'm like, other than fucking Eckler. But
Eckler,
every team is like a dual.
Saquon's good too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Every team's a dual head running back nowadays, if not 3. You know, and then if injuries, there's 4 that are involved now.
Yeah, they're kind of rotating them now.
So it's really like, you
unless you got like a Saquon or somebody like that, or Jonathan Taylor, really, if he wasn't injured.
Henry, even when he wasn't hurt, bro, he wasn't doing shit either.
Henry. It's
but
damn injuries, man.
Right.
But another shocker though, man. Are the Jets legit? Are the Jets legit?
Man, the thing about the Jets is the Packers aren't legit, so that's where it's like
and
so that premier win.
Yeah, it's like beer goggles for the Jets.
They're 4-2. They're 4-2. Can we call that beer goggles?
It was like the aesthetic though. It was like they beat Green Bay in Green Bay. He puts on a fucking cheese hat. I mean, then it's like, oh shit, nobody's talking about them. Like they are 3-2 and they just won. They're 4-2. Oh, they beat Rodgers. Let's talk about it. Now everybody in the fucking NFL world wants to talk about
it. They're like the Dolphins a couple weeks ago. Remember before Tua got hurt and everyone's like, this is the best team in the league. This is it. You know, God's greatest gift to the NFL.
They're the best 3-0 team in the league.
I knew that was gonna, even regardless of Tua's injury. I think even if he was healthy, that still would have happened.
It would have. Yeah, they definitely would have came down off that high. Yeah.
I said it last week that this would be the last time that I'm picking against the Jets. If the Jets are legit in my eyes. I kept saying it. I was like 2-2. I'm like, they're still not legit. 3-2, they're still not legit. They're 4-2 now. I mean, give them Packers or not. Packers or not. I think you have to give it to them.
I'll give them that credit on like finding ways to win, you know, and that's like the name of the game at the end of the day.
Those are the teams that fucking win. Look at the Giants, man.
Football, you know.
Watch the Eagles.
Look at Eli Manning beat Tom Brady and New England Patriots, the undefeated 17-0 New England Patriots. I'm just saying, like, those are the teams. This Jets team is that sneaky team that is like finds a way to win, even when they shouldn't win. They find a way to win, and like. I'm probably being exaggerating here and going too far, but they're one of those teams that I think they could beat anybody, even though they're like not supposed to. They could just mess around and beat the Bills because the Bills take them soft 1 week or something. They're one of those teams, man. I don't even know much about them, but I think they're up and coming this season.
I'm telling you, that's kind of like how the Eagles played this year. Yeah, because you don't none of our wins have been like, oh, they just whooped their ass. You know, even the one game that we had up on the Lions, our first game, we had them by like almost 3 touchdowns, and then the Lions almost fucking won. We only won by 3. So like
that was that damn that HBO show that had that
Hard Knocks. Yeah, and then you got fucking all right. in the Cardinals game, we could have lost that one. You know, that one, like, goddamn, like down the like ropes. Our back was against the wall. Then you got
we won that game spiritually. Fuck you guys.
Right, and then you got the game against the Cowboys. Like, if anybody really watched that game from the start to the finish, when Lane Johnson went out, we started to look like we could have lost because it was 20-17, and then we scored again, and that's what like submitted the lead because we were looking real bad. Yeah. Like it was a lot of bad spots, and I think that personally, like, that's why I like our team. Like, I don't look at us like, oh, we're unflawed. No, I see like each week we're getting better, and I just like the fact that honestly, like, nobody's really running around like, oh, this 6-0. Like, they're not thinking about Super Bowl. They're just thinking about getting better. Like, if you hear any of them talk,
one step.
That's what it seems like too. I like the Eagles this year. They're
me too.
Young. They're young. They're just like, I like the secondary.
Thanks.
I was a huge fan of Hurts.
Thanks.
Oh man, you already know, man.
I appreciate it.
Man,
he had 2 fucking goddamn picks for us.
That literally ruined the season for me. I'm not even kidding, bro. Like, but you remember I was telling you I put in the 2-leg parlay?
Yeah.
That was before this all happened.
The trade.
It was like about a week before the season started. My friend just texted me and was like, "Bro, we just traded CJ." Like, I'm like, you fucking with me? And I go online and I'm like, I couldn't believe it, bro. It ruined I was like, dude, this ruined my whole football year. Like, I was like, I'm so mad.
3 interceptions in the last 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, dude, he was like, he's just such a like a presence, you know. Like, his energy, like it's more than just what he does on the field. It's like it's everything about him, like just the distractions, talking to the players, just the energy, everything.
He came right to Philly, and it seemed like, you know, the guys just brought him right in.
Like, it was a good ass match. I'll say that for sure. That secondary looks fun as fuck.
Like, when he got the game ball on Sunday, he just seemed like a humble guy, man. Just seemed like, you know, I didn't know much about him, obviously, before coming over, but I knew that he was a big move for us, for sure.
Man, I've been watching that dude because I'm a Florida Gators fan, just on the side as well. But I've been watching him since he was a Gator. So, I knew when we drafted him, I was like, man, we got a good player. Yeah, I was like, plays every spot in the secondary. Just a good player, man. And he proved it. I mean, the years that we lost those playoffs, he was the one in the end zone crying with the helmet off and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, man, he's passionate. You know, he wanted it bad, but we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. And y'all might be able to do it, though.
He had hurt his hand in that game and came back in and got another interception to seal the deal, bro. So that was like, I was like, oh, he's the real fucking deal, bro. Like, him and Slay and Bradbury, like, we got a tough secondary, man. We do, man.
Dude, back in the day too, like, cause I was watching college and whatnot. Jalen Hurts, when he was at Bama, man, I wanted the Saints to draft them so bad in like the second or third,
right?
And just put him behind Drew for like a year or two, cause I was like, man, that kid is a winner, man. I was like, it's just. It's more like, you know, you could just tell some guys, they just have it in them. And
that's
I was
how
like,
I felt about
that about Hurts
and the Cardinals. And I was
like,
oh man,
first place, man.
Hurts definitely has that like put his head down mentality and just work hard. You know, like and when my time comes, it'll come. And when it did come, he was like, okay, like
he steps up. He's
still trying to earn it, and that shows. And
he does.
That's gonna go a long way.
He does, man. I think he'll be a great, and they'll level him in Philly.
Speaking of pretty much best teams in the league, I'm sure that's probably your option, your choice. What is the best team in the league right now? Let's start with Jaquemo. Who do you think?
Oh, yeah. Man, that's tough too, though. The Eagles are crazy good. I like the Bills too, though.
That's
man.
my choice.
Bills, I was gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie. When I watched them play against the Chiefs just on Sunday, like watched the end of the game, I turned it off because I was like, wow. I'm like, they just really pulled the Chiefs on the Chiefs. Like the way it ended, I was like, wow, like he threw the pass right to fucking what's his name? Knox? Threw it right to him in the end zone. Hit him on the money. I said, damn. And it looked like Mahomes had it. Mahomes went down the field, threw that fucking interception so fast. Like,
dude, the Bills are legit. This is Josh Allen's year.
Josh Allen is a bad.
And unfortunately, I'm gonna make a prediction right here. I think all this hype, he's not going to win the Super Bowl, and I fucking want him to, man. I want him to. I'm rooting for the Bills.
The Bills
that's who my choice is.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's not a curse. It's just, dude, the Super Bowl
it'll be a curse
is so hard to win. The Super Bowl is so hard to win. There's so many variations that go into it. Just because you were the best team the last 3 seasons, that doesn't necessarily mean shit going into the next season.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? Everything is such a For all we know, next week Josh Allen get hurt. Anything can happen in the NFL. Like literally anything
true.
can happen. Or one game, like Josh Allen could just suddenly throw an interception. The ball slips out of his
true.
hand. All it takes is one play.
That's true.
And there's so much that has to go right for us to just like everyone kind of already sees the Bills as a Super Bowl favorite. When's the last time the Super Bowl favorite really just went and won? Like the Chiefs, maybe, and the Bucks.
Brady,
recently?
I was gonna say like other than a Brady-led team.
And that's not even like really. That's like the Patriots always get up there, so we think the Patriots are gonna win. That's like it's a half-ass bet. Of course, you're not gonna make shit on Vegas betting that. You
let's
know?
put it this way: I feel like it was like a good like in the last like 10 to 11 years after Rodgers won that one. I feel like it was like 5 seasons where they just thought he was gonna fucking win it. Like it was 5 seasons there where they were like, oh, they're gonna win it.
They were going there. They just kept losing. I was just about to say actually, one thing that I definitely do know is that the Packers won't be making it.
Yeah,
that's perfect because that was what I wanted to segue after the Jets. Dude, the Packers are ass.
They're trash, man.
The Packers are
on both sides of the ball.
Rodgers fucked up. He wanted to win he didn't want to win. He wanted money, and that's fine. Take your money, but don't sit here cry and complain on the media about your team and about your this and Rodgers is unsatisfied, blah 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 blah. You knew what you were getting into. Devontae Adams walked, or you signed actually right before Devontae Adams walked.
But they knew he was gonna walk before.
You had to have known. There's internal shit. You think Aaron Rodgers is not informed about what Devontae Adams wants to do in the future?
They spoke.
They knew. Yep. They knew, and Rodgers knew what he was getting into, and he's like, "Well, I'm Rodgers. I'll make it do. I'll make it work." And look at him now.
Yep.
I still think they could maybe pull out something and make a wild card, but they're not gonna win. They're never gonna win a Super Bowl. The rest of Rodgers' career, he had his one. It's over.
Yeah, they're not.
Unless he goes to another team like next year.
They're not better than the Vikings
because he just signed a contract.
They're not better than the Vikings.
Not at all.
They're not better than.
And I'll argue Kirk Cousins is better than him this year.
Yeah,
this year.
No, I mean,
this year. I'll say that.
No, I mean,
I'm not dumb.
No, I mean that team is stacked, bro. Yeah. I mean,
and it's not even necessarily to say Kirk is better than Rodgers. He's just playing with Justin Jefferson, Thielen, Callaway. They're all these receivers.
He might pull a Brett Favre, man. Go over to the division rival, man. That team was
crazy, dude,
bro.
Rodgers on the Vikings? I didn't even think about that right now.
So, ironically, earlier today,
I would take that trade.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins for Rodgers and picks. I bet you they take that trade right now. The Packers are in such a shithole that like it doesn't matter having Rodgers right now.
Yeah,
I feel like they would some picks for sure.
Dude, get rid of him.
I said it.
If Rodgers wants to win, Vikings.
That would be rough.
That was my favorite team. One of my favorite teams growing up was that Brett Favre led Vikings team.
Oh, that's ugly.
I love Percy Harvin.
I did like those teams.
They had
I love that team too, man.
Jared Allen, wasn't Jared Allen on that team?
They gave us our first Super Bowl.
Rodeo Allen. We didn't get into it, but but speaking of Brett Favre, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Brett Favre, man.
He's a piece of shit. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Dude, man.
Who does that?
I don't trust nobody that fucking wear Wranglers.
I was about to say that. Wrangler ass.
I mean,
blue
again,
jeans, bro. You get no pussy wearing those blue jeans.
We from a fucking. We not from the goddamn. Like, all right, it's buildings where we from, okay? so most people don't wear fucking Wranglers, all right?
There's buildings.
So I'm weary of people who wear Wranglers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the biggest tall skyscrapers, though, but they're buildings.
But on the topic of quarterbacks that are underperforming, is Brady bad now, guys? Did his wife take his talent when she left? She took the ring from him.
She stole that shit like Space Jam.
She's the only one who could steal a ring from him besides Eli Manning.
Took the fucking secret stuff, bro. Bro. I think that shit is priceless, though.
Yeah, I think it's just like hard to I don't know, because he's like the vet. He's been there so long. It's like some things you like, when you work at a job for 20 years, you just know everything about the fucking place,
Yeah, know all the nuances.
But at the same time, you're fucking divorcing your wife. I'm sure it's weighing on your brain. It's probably hard to like think about some stuff, that going on.
So, do you think she's divorcing him because of him playing football again? I have a feeling it might.
I don't know.
Dude, he retired and then unretired. That's fishy.
That's the worst part.
That's
I think
fishy.
That is.
That's fishy. Like that doesn't happen too often.
And then, I mean, at the same time, you gotta. And then it's tough, bro. It's tough because then everyone's making the memes and the stuff like, and she's got to be seeing it. He's definitely
just wait till she gets a new man. It's over with.
AB ain't making it no better, dude. Antonio Brown. The pictures and everything.
Speaking of Antonio Brown, he's fucking hilarious, dude. That man has got CTE. They're gonna find out so many things about CTE when he dies, and they go into his brain. God damn.
They probably already started the study and stuff, like a case study.
How many years till Antonio Brown is found dead? And I don't even want this, but it's just a matter of fucking time. 10 years at this rate. Bro. If he keeps going.
I mean, bro.
Kanye too, bro. Kanye too. Something's gonna happen somehow. These motherfuckers are going too crazy. They're gonna do some stupid shit at some point. If I inject this, I'll truly become the final god. And like, bro, they're gonna do something. It's just a matter of time until they self-destruct. These are self-destructing motherfuckers, bro.
He gonna turn into gold.
These are self-destructing motherfuckers, bro.
I just think I can definitely see Ye doing some gold freezer shit, though.
Bro, I want to sign him. I want to sign him. I don't care,
though. I can see Ye doing some freezer wanna be immortal shit, like trying to wish for immortality. But no,
if I kill myself on the field, I'll live here forever. Kind of shit.
Like come back as Mecha.
First NFL suicide on TV.
Come back as Mecha Ye. I'm dead,
bro. He's gonna do something.
There's just not enough power in this world for Ye.
Mecha Brown.
That's the problem. Much more power,
bro. Vontez Burfict owes that man a life. He fucked that dude up.
He owns that. Yeah, he definitely owes that man a left or right side of the brain. Yeah, for sure.
But on the theme of old QBs out, man, the new QBs are in. The new QBs are absolutely in. Mahomes,
it's the new
Allen,
wave, you know.
Jackson,
generation,
Hurts.
But I think even the next generation, that's gonna be the one, dude.
It's gonna be crazier.
It's
gonna build up. Yeah. Dude, you have a good point though, because all these players are watching this new like wave of football right now, and they're coming into this league, into this Mahomes league. You know what I mean? Like what Mahomes has done to the league. It's not just him, but that's just he's the one who won the Super Bowl. He's the forefront of the league right now. He's the poster child moving forward from Brady. He's the one who takes the torch. At this point, and all these younger guys are watching him play. They're basing their shit off how he plays. Where Brady was basing off the Montanas and those kind of people. Elway, it's way different now. And I think that's just going to add to I think the NFL is going to become a higher scoring game, just, faster paced offenses. Arizona's
always trying to like push for the offensive games and stuff like that.
Because it's more fun at the end of the day for viewership. Like, I like a defensive game, but if you don't really like football, that shit's not fun to watch.
So the Steph Curry effect to the NFL.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, it already has came because Patrick Mahomes
is
was
the Steph Curry
effect,
of the NFL.
And it's becoming a huge passing. It used to be a way like back in the day, obviously, it was a huge running game.
Yeah, running.
And now it's like such a passing league.
It went to the pass. It went to the pass for sure with the Marinos and all those guys who love to air it out. But it definitely
in a different way though. Yeah. Now it's like athletic passers on top of that. So like you don't have to be in the pocket just whipping the ball down.
That's
throws.
The next step.
That's the thing. Mahomes even doing those I've never seen the things he does. Like the little 2-yard stops and throws it. Like. He does things that are just unconventional.
That motherfucker did. What was that?
And
it was like a week ago. He like, like the other week he did some bro, like just wizardry, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
It's nuts.
I think
craftsmanship.
All right, so we all said the Bills are the best team in the NFL. Or you're Bills/Eagles, Sham.
No, for sure. I'm not gonna like make it seem like, just because it's my team, I'm like, we're going to the bowl. That was never my
No, but your team is so good that if you think that, you're not like bad for thinking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I do think we're one of the best teams, but I definitely
want to jinx it.
Yeah, I definitely think we're 1B right now.
All right, if Bills and Eagles played right now, who's winning? Who are you picking? Who would you pick if the Bills and Eagles had a game right now? Did they play this year?
No, hell no, thank God. Maybe in the bowl.
I'm going.
But I would say right now, like just to be honest, the Bills will beat us. Okay. I feel like, but I don't think they would expose us.
No,
I don't think. I think
it'd be a good game.
Like, because people were using those terms like when they're like the Cowboys game this past week. Oh, like you guys are gonna get exposed. I'm like, motherfucker, expose what?
Expose what?
I'm like, expose what? That Jalen Hurts
says that
he can throw. I'm like, what? That if you try to fucking blitz him, he's gonna run. I'm like, we got multiple running backs. We have multiple weapons. I'm like, what can you expose now?
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. The Cardinals did that shit last year because we went like dumb 9-10-0 for no reason. Had no business doing that. Everyone's like, "Oh, these 10-0 teams are fake now."
Yeah, they can
suck.
be. They can be fake. Like, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say that, but like, on our play, like, we're like, I'm not saying we have no holes, but like, go ahead and expose our holes. But I guarantee you, our defense can make up for our holes because our defense is pretty fucking good. Like, I would say we're not the best, but
I'd say Eagles are second.
Yeah,
that's what I was
Bills.
actually gonna bring up. I was like, the Bills-Eagles game could be interesting because I feel like the Bills are real pass heavy.
Yeah.
Because
Eagles
of Josh
defense is
Allen,
good.
obviously, but I feel like the Eagles is like strong suit is like the secondary.
Yeah,
and,
our
like,
secondary
just
is
the pass
crazy,
defense.
and
I
that's
was like,
all.
it would
That's
be interesting because
right.
Josh Allen,
Be a
he
fun game.
does.
It's a
He likes
possible
to
Super
take
Bowl pick,
bro.
yeah, he likes to take those risky throws sometimes, and I think
Mhm.
that it costs him
I
in
mean,
games. Like because
if
he
the
tries
Super
to
Bowl
do
were
like little
tomorrow,
special things.
that's the teams. It's the Bills Eagles. You know what
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, that's
if it
what
was Super Bowl was
yeah.
tomorrow, it's those two teams. But like
Yeah.
I said, there's just so much that's gonna happen though in the NFL.
Like if I could choose a Super Bowl to watch, that would definitely be the
That would
one.
be a
But
fun
unfortunately,
one to
like you said, so
watch.
much shit happens. You're gonna end up seeing like a fucking Bengals. Like
Yeah.
what was the one last year? Chiefs,
Bengals,
Bengals, or
Rams,
some shit.
Yeah.
Bengals, Rams.
Two teams that really had.
Yeah,
bro,
Bengals,
knowing
Rams.
our luck, bro. The fucking San Francisco 49ers will find their way in there, bro. I
Yeah, yeah.
swear they're
Oh,
so
this is
fucking
stupid
tough,
shit,
bro.
bro. They always do some
always
stupid
find
shit.
themselves in a conference championship game. Like how the fuck? Like
So, who's the worst team in the league?
It's got to be like, man, you know what team just pisses me off week after week? The Broncos, bro.
Bro,
oh yeah, they're
bad. I said they were going to be bad, bro. I said they were going to be bad.
I would like to say that they're trending up right now more than down, especially after that game on Monday.
Yeah,
think
I could see some movements. They're starting to kind of get something going, but man, it's so hard to watch them.
Yeah, but you can tell it's a lot of internal friction. Simply, like you guys seen that Melvin Gordon shit.
Oh yeah. And
Like
in
why
the
the fuck
interview
they didn't
after
give my boy
the
the
game,
ball? They didn't give him the ball at all. Like I'm
Bro,
like,
that's Russ. Russ loves that kind of. He loves to do that.
But that's bullshit. Like that's bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Like come on, like you got a serviceable back in today's league. Like use them. You guys already lost a fucking back.
I mean, dude, they did it with Marshawn Lynch years ago.
Yeah.
Well, not they.
I mean, Pete.
The situation happened with Marshawn Lynch. You think teams are going to learn? They're not going to learn, dude. If a coach as good as Pete Carroll is, regardless of what you think about him or not, he's a great coach overall.
Right.
If he can make that decision, you think Nathaniel Hackett isn't going to make that decision, bro? He's going to make that decision,
bro. Most of these guys' decisions, like the coordinators and all that shit, it be analytical based.
They go well. Then there's also that flip side of where they look at the analytics and they're like, well, based off the analytics, this defense knows the analytics too. They're gonna guess the analytics. We're gonna do the opposite of the analytics. We're gonna throw on one in goal.
Yeah, sometimes,
and that's where the pick happens because just because you surprise someone doesn't mean it's gonna be a good play.
Yeah,
like,
bro. No.
And that type of yardage, especially, it's always gonna be a tight nitty gritty kind of play. Like no matter what, in the goal line when you're down to 1, 2, 3 yard line.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Like speaking of analytics, real quick, what the fuck was the analytics on that play where what's my boy for the Cowboys?
Cooper Rush?
Yeah, their coach on that
Mike
4th and
McCarthy.
inches. Yeah, what the fuck were they doing? Like they early on in the game, they like went for it when they shouldn't have went for it. Like it was clear, like all right, bro, like just get rid of the ball. Like they went for it and it put them in a bad spot for the whole game. Like, and I'm like, what was the huddle? Like, what were you guys talking about? I really want to know, like, what was the coordinator speaking about? How do they make those decisions, bro? Because some of those decisions just seem like you wouldn't even make those decisions in Madden. Like, what the fuck is going on?
They got in the huddle. They were like, what's one way we can just fuck up this entire game right now?
You got to see the play. You really do, man. Like, because I feel like I'm not explaining it. Because there was a few plays in the game that you just questioned. Like, it was a play where fucking CJ Lamb.
That's the new league. That's the new NFL, man. You gotta go for it on 4th down. It's Madden now.
Yeah, it is Madden. But like,
Madden. That's why Kyler Murray should be excelling. I don't understand why he's not.
But
the fuck?
It's a play where CeeDee Lamb dives and he tries to go for the 1st down and he's just short of the 1st. But guess what? They don't even review the shit. They just like pull the hurry up offense. Like, all right, let's go. And that's when it's like 4th and inches and they fuck it up.
They're dumb.
Yeah, early in the second, like blew it pretty much. So I mean, it's I feel like right now though, because that brought me. I forget the segue that brought me all the way over there, but I brought that up to say why I said some team was really bad. Because we were talking about analytics overall.
Yeah, okay. What team is bad?
To me, the worst team in the NFL, I don't know if it's just regional bias, but it's the Bears, man.
That's the worst team?
To me, they're one of the worst.
They're one of
the Bears.
Because the 2 wins they got was very early on. It was a fucking 49ers game where it was rained out and Trey Lance was the quarterback. That only happened one.
Bad rain too.
That's what I'm saying. It only happened like one time. Trey Lance played one whole game this whole year. Like then you got the second game they won was against who? The Texans?
Yeah, fair. You're changing my mind.
Like every other game they've lost, they can't score. They don't know what they're doing with Justin Fields. They have no identity. Their receivers are ass. I mean, their defense shows some signs of life, but they're just young.
And their running game, and that's it.
Yeah, they're running. They have running. Their continuity is just. They're just too young to win in this league. So personally, they're the worst team in the league to me.
Honestly, man, like your argument, I gotta give it. I think that's the right choice. Like everyone I was gonna say, I was gonna say Texans would probably be the worst.
I mean, they're the worst looking on paper, maybe.
But you're right, like the Bears.
But the Bears are the actually worst, like in progression.
Team. Yeah, they're not doing it.
And like, if you look at their next 7 games, I look at all of them like, oh wow, these motherfuckers could really be 2-11.
Oh yeah,
they could really be like 2-11. And before you know it, we were just talking about the Bears being 2-1. Now we're going to be talking about, who the fuck are the Bears? Who are they going to draft with this pick if they have it? I'm not sure what their situation is, but they need to be looking forward to next season because they have no fucking receivers.
And they do. Darnell Mooney's supposed to be good, and I guess that's really about where it ends. But
they don't know what they want to do with Fields, man.
It's like, why do you have him? If you're not going to build around him, you're not going to let him excel what he does. Why is he there?
Yeah, just don't put a quarterback out there and
wasting time
with no personnel, and he just like they don't even let this motherfucker air it out. They let Kenny Pickett air it out in his first fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. They need to let him. That's what I've been saying this whole time. You guys are going to lose the game regardless. What do you have to lose by playing? Why are you playing safe? Why are you game managing? What are you game managing a game you're going to lose?
Let him do what he like. Kyler Murray gradually got better. He won 3 games, then 6, then like 9. Then before you know it, he's like gradually. Why? Because he gradually made mistakes in games that didn't count.
They let him. They let him. Yeah,
it's that simple. Let him make mistakes in games that didn't count. It was like
I think we only missed the playoffs Kyler Murray's first season by like 1 game. And it was barely like compared to like a really bad team the year before. So I don't know. They need to let him air it out. I don't know what they're doing
for sure.
with it.
I got a theory about that team, man.
What's going on?
How they always talk about like the Ravens defense has been built up for like 20, 30 years or something like that. Like there's this whole thing about how the defense, like they just always kind of kept coordinators around where they can keep this
a solid defense.
So they've always been really good on defense throughout the years. And then like you look at the Bears and they've just been like the opposite, like historically bad at QBs.
Yeah.
Like, forever.
Ever.
And I'm thinking like maybe, and they, how like I was saying, the coordinators, they always kind of stick around, like, some GM, some personnel people that we never see.
Yeah.
That have been working with the Bears for 20, 30 years. I just think these guys don't know shit about how to raise a quarterback, basically. That's what all they think about, I think, is like old school Bears football, just like running the ball. Defense. Yeah. Right. And
snow.
All they go for, that's all they know. And like y'all were saying earlier, the game's changed. That's game a great is point. Passing now, and they're still stuck in the past.
They're stuck in the Super Bowl shuffle years.
When you think about it with Justin Fields, if you want to do a running game, he's a good guy to do it with, but I don't know, man.
And you're really right, dude, because they've never had a good quarterback. Even when they were winning, their quarterback was average. Jim McMahon was average.
And again, though, what he's saying is right, though.
Yeah,
because when in the hell in the history of Chicago Bears have we ever known them to just let a quarterback just come along and actually take over the reins?
Not even just that.
Every quarterback is like super managed. Yeah, what they can do, when they will be, kind of like training wheels.
Yeah,
and it goes back to what my grandma always says about Chicago-based sports teams. She always said, all they do is come to Chicago and train, and they go somewhere else and get better.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Besides Jordan, that's like pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Bulls, literally the Bulls was like. But I mean, I'm not gonna even say other than the Bulls, because the Blackhawks, they've done really well too.
They've done well in their
lifetime. Different segues. Overall, these motherfuckers in Chicago don't know what to do with a quarterback. Never.
It's true. I mean, it really is, dude. Like, they've never had a good quarterback.
Just imagine, like literally, it's like
a great quarterback. They've had okay and good ones. Like Jay Cutler, hate him or not, he was decent at times in his prime, but he's never been. They never had a great quarterback.
I just like Jim McMahon. He was just a hard ass,
and he was never great either.
He was just like a good Bears type of quarterback.
He was good enough. He was good enough to not lose
brought the energy.
And then the defense and Walter.
Kirk Cousins like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'd even say Kirk Cousins is probably
better. That's what I'm saying. Like what's my boy? I always say this shit. What's his name? Quarterback for the Eagles who won the fucking Nick Foles.
Nick Foles, yeah. And I understand.
Yeah, Nick Foles. He's definitely Nick Foles. But with Jim McMahon and those guys, they just never like to end it. I feel like if Michael Vick was drafted to the fucking Bears, they would have found some way to fuck it up. Like, that's what I think. That's literally just like
they gotta rebuild it up from the ground up. They gotta get new QB staff, all kind of shit. They just gotta
Cam Newton
the whole department.
Owner even like it's
fucking
probably
Peyton,
deep rooted.
Like I think Peyton Manning could have been in the Bears and they would have found some way to like not have a good line to block him. It don't matter. It don't matter the mind or the man. They would have found some way to fuck it up.
They find a way to fuck it up.
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Because again, it's like in the NBA, bro. Andrew Wiggins, I swear for God, if you put Andrew Wiggins on the Cavaliers with LeBron James in 2014 and he never gets traded, Andrew Wiggins would have been a great player in the next 2 years, but he had to go to Minnesota where they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know how to teach nobody to win. They don't know what winning is.
That Wiggins got traded away.
When you don't know what winning is, you just always gonna be I'm just gonna come to work, put up 20 points a game, then I'm be all right. Like they gonna fuck with me. They know who I am. I'm the man. But no, that's all that matters. Like it's like they don't even let nobody come through and kind of take over with no swagger in Chicago. Never.
And that's why I'm saying, like, you got nothing to lose. Just throw Justin Fields in there and see what happens,
Yeah.
See what happens.
Take Justin Fields to the fucking Patriots. It's like, oh, wow. Like, man, like,
I could
this shit, this is like, oh, damn. Like, take me to the Spurs. Like, oh, damn, I was in Sacramento.
You just brought up a good point, though, thinking of Patriots. Before we go into our weekly picks and wrap this one up here. The new quarterback, or what's his name, Zapp? Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Bailey Zapp or whatever.
Is he going to take the job from Mac Jones?
I think Mac Jones' job is not secure at all. I don't think Mac Jones is somebody that
he's a game manager.
Mac Jones,
he's a perfect Bears quarterback.
Yeah,
example of it. Even decent, but not that great.
I was never sold on him, man. Like I feel like the way they try to sell a white guy to a black guy is just make him do the gritty. Make him do the gritty. Just make him do the fucking gritty. Oh, he's cool now. Like we fuck with him. I don't.
Krzyzewski from whatever the Dolphins or whatever his name is.
He just kept fucking doing it. I was like, bro, turn it off.
Bro, it's so hard for white people to do the gritty.
Yeah, but I'm like, power.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never tried.
Right, power to him though, right? He hit that shit, but I'm just like, bro, I'm like, why they always gotta try to sell us on the guy by making him fucking dance? Like, bro, stop, bro. Like, I fuck with whatever the fuck his name. I forget everybody's name right now. Fucking Mac Jones, but no, man, he never was meant to be that guy. Like they was like, ooh, we just need something new. We need to draft a quarterback after Brady. Like look what happens when Belichick has a number one, a first round pick. Like look what he did with Brady. So let's give him a first round pick and see what he does with him. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. And it's not even a knock on the Belichick or anything. It's just Mac Jones isn't him.
Yeah, I just don't think he's not that guy. Like, but put Zach Wilson over there. That's different.
He'd be that guy?
Oh, yeah. You got to give somebody. I think Zach Wilson has the talent, bro.
You think he does? I mean, I think the Jets could be great, dude.
I do. I think he's going to be good where he's at. But I like a Zach Wilson prospect. Yeah.
So do you think that this guy can take, I don't know, you probably don't even know too much about Bailey Zapp then, but he started in place of Mac Jones and
he had a really good game.
Yeah, he had a really good game and there's been talk. I mean, it's probably just, I don't know, Big, you said it. I say that there's probably some truth to the talk because, I mean, like you said, Mac Jones really hasn't done shit.
No. I mean, you got to remember it.
He's been good enough. Again, he's a good enough quarterback, but he's not great. And Belichick, he likes his great quarterbacks. He had Brady. Like, he's not, I don't think he's ready to have an average-ass quarterback.
No. I mean, remember when they had fucking Jacoby Brissett and Garoppolo and all those guys in the fucking room, and they were like, yeah, we got 3 franchise quarterbacks on one roster. So
They
like,
should have kept Garoppolo.
They should have kept Garoppolo. They should have kept Garoppolo. That was the one they should have kept.
That was.
But I mean, like,
he would have been good in New England. I think he would have been good in New England.
Yeah, but like I just think, he would have. But I mean,
I think I recall. I think Bill Belichick wanted to keep Garoppolo. I think it was Kraft and Tom Brady.
That said he got to go.
Brady said, "Bitch, you ain't keeping this motherfucker around here."
Just for his ass to bounce.
Yeah. But so we're gonna get into our week 7 picks, and we're gonna have Jaquemo be our first guest picks too. So you get to set the record for the highest amount of right or wrong here. You're the first,
dude. I'm about to get them all right.
To show you in perspective, last week I went 9-5, and Sham went 7-7. I'm pulling away. I'm pulling away on the
Slowly
season,
but fucking surely.
and that puts me at 47 wins. And how many losses for the year? Let me see, 47. And
I'm pretty damn good.
Yeah, 47-30 on my picks. Some 47-30 on my picks. And
I'd even add mine up. What, 7?
You would have 7 more, so yeah, you would be 41-37.
Yeah, fuck. I'm out here losing.
7 games behind me now.
Solid.
That's still only 1 week though of me picking bad and you picking good. Like it doesn't take that much.
Hey, who knows, man? Let's see what we got for this.
All right,
week.
we got week 7, and let me pull.
We're gonna start off with the goddamn biggest one there is.
Cardinals Saints. Yeah, makes the most sense to pull that one up out of all of you.
Yep.
Let's let our guests go first. Jaquemo, who's your pick?
Are y'all just picking teams? Y'all do like scores or?
No, we're just gonna pick teams. But you don't have to give too much of a reason to why you think. Just keep it with one statement.
Man, that's the tough one right there. That's the tough one. Obviously, I want the Saints to win. But
this isn't about who you want to win, though. This is about who you.
Yeah, it's a toss up. A toss up. Let me come back to that one. Can we come back?
Okay, yeah, we can do that one last. We can do that one last.
We can do Falcons Bengals.
Falcons. I think the Bengals are crushing the Falcons. I fucking hate the Falcons.
Yeah, I got the Bengals as well.
It's hard for me not to be biased.
It's hard for you not to be biased. Yeah, I picked the Birds, man.
You picked the Falcons? Wait,
I did.
You wrong. Okay, Mariota's gonna come.
The Falcons are kind of tricky, man, because of Mariota. Like when we played them, that was a fucking tricky team, man.
Right, and they have been tricky because I thought they weren't that good either, but slowly but surely 3-3, and now that they got something to fight for, 3-3, damn, we could really be the top of this division.
They're really young.
Damn,
Drake London, Kyle Pitts just came back.
Yeah, who knew? They was oh shit, Brady getting divorced this year. All right, let's try to take the division.
Let's do it. They're on the top of the division right now, tied with Brady. So
yeah, they and wait a minute,
feeling
the Panthers,
good.
Ain't no
Panthers
shit.
are ass.
They was we can't wait for the Saints to catch up. We just got to look ahead right now. So I'm fucking with the Falcons as of this week. The Bengals haven't really shown me that they're for real. So I mean, I like them. They beat you guys last week, and I called it because I'm all right, they're Joe Burrow in Louisiana.
It just felt like sometimes some stuff lines up, and it's even I felt like that last week. I was like, man. He walked even when he came in with the Jamar Chase LSU jersey.
Yeah, he was feeling his
Chad Ochocinco or somebody tweeted, it was yeah, it's over. It's
I already knew 100
or some shit.
I already knew it.
And then that was, of course, the cap off the game.
So did you say Bengals then for that one, Jaquemo?
I said Bengals, yeah.
I guess I thought so. All right, let's do Browns and Ravens.
Ooh, man, that's tough, man. The Ravens are kind of a weird team, man.
They're gonna beat I think they're gonna beat the Browns.
I think so too. But the thing about the Browns, they're a really good running team, and I think the Ravens are kind of trash right now with running defense.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It's gonna be tricky. I'm gonna give it to the Browns. Slight edge to the Browns.
Okay, slight edge to the Browns.
Another week with Myles Garrett back and everything going well. I can see that going. I can see that happening. But I got the Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens They need a bounce.
They need a bounce.
Definitely.
They need to. I mean, at this point, Lamar and the money and all that stupid shit, I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to hear nobody talk about it no more because it's not about the money. This guy's coming out here every Sunday and he's laying it all on the line, and he's playing his ass off just for games that he can't control. The defensive end is losing the games.
Yeah,
he should at least be 5-1, bro. That Dolphins game. That was
I think their first 3 or 4 games they lost within the last 2.
They had a hard schedule, man. Their division's tough. They have a hard schedule.
Yeah,
against the Bills.
Yeah, exactly. And then losing that
Miami
bullshit game to Miami. Yeah, like literally, that was a bullshit game. The defense lost that.
Yeah,
they scored 21 points in the fourth
quarter. Yeah, that's not his fault. And unfortunately, the Ravens are going to look at the schedule, and they're not the schedule. They're going to look at the record at the end of the year and be like, "Well, this is why we didn't pay you."
That's why I'm like, no. That's why I'm like, nope. I don't want to look at that and ever judge that. I'm like, if he goes 4-12 from this point and he's playing the way he is, he can only control so much.
Like I said, I hope he goes elsewhere and gets paid. For the disrespect they did to not pay their quarterback. Kyler Murray got paid. Fucking all these other quarterbacks are getting paid. And you're not even quarterback. Other players, not even just quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Receivers
Everybody
are getting
Christian
Christian
paid.
Kirk has one of the highest receiving salaries right now, and he's a mid receiver at best. The fact that your Lamar Jackson, the unanimous MVP from a couple of seasons ago, isn't getting a contract. That's Mahomes not getting a contract.
He's coming to the Saints, bro. That's what all that is.
That would be so. I'm not even gonna lie.
That would be, bro.
Alvin Kamara and Lamar Jackson.
Bro,
it would be with Michael Thomas, Jarvis
This was supposed to be written in the stars, man. I went to that draft in Dallas when he got drafted. I thought we were drafting that motherfucker. That's why I went, dude. We moved up in the draft with the Packers and drafted Marcus fucking Davenport, bro.
What even happened with him?
He's just been on and off the field his entire career. He gets injured so much, man. He is good when he does play, but he plays about 5-6 games a year. That's it.
I hate hearing those could have been stories from fans who actually was like, "Oh, we really could have got him," and it just the management is like,
yeah,
just let the guys just go right over their head.
It was funny as fuck because I was we were there and all the announcers, you know how they talk about the pick before it happened?
Yeah.
They're oh yeah, they were just talking about how perfect Lamar would be, sit behind Drew 2-3 years, and then, put him into play. And nope, we went and drafted a damn defensive end, bro. We traded a first round for next year to get it.
Such a plug and play kind of player. They matter. Yeah. But you could find a rookie who wants to play his fucking heart out.
Oh yeah.
Not even play. We're free agent. Anyone that's gonna.
That's one of those positions. I think the DM position is a tough position, but it's one of those positions. If you find a guy with a big ass heart, just that dog in him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find one of those guys off the street. Just
damn, this was a construction worker last week.
Yeah. Really though. Really, there's only so much fundamentals and their skill set, but there's only so much that go into that position. There's a lot of just willpower and fighting through all the injuries, fighting through all the the toughness and getting to that quarterback or stopping the run game, all that shit. There's so many that are only good at just going for sacks and things like that, where you can get some guy off the street he just wants to get close to the ball. He wants to be in the action at all times, and that's the best one, really.
Right?
Because all of a sudden, the big ones don't have their 2 or 3 sack games. All of a sudden, you're looking at they didn't do shit. They're not doing shit, because they didn't get a sack that game. But there's so much more to the game than that. Even just getting pressures, like J.J. Watt, he doesn't get a sack slot this season anymore, but he's always getting the pressures on there and hurry ups and those. Those are even better sometimes. Those lead to picks, fumbles,
always anything.
Shit. All that shit.
It's a domino effect. It definitely starts a domino effect.
Even if you don't think that he's beating him, the quarterback just notices he sees his lineman coming a little bit closer to him all of a sudden, getting pushed back. He's got to rush that throw all of a sudden. There's little things.
That's the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Yep. That's the most important shit.
And Bucks and Panthers.
Bucks. Panthers.
I don't think we have to go too far into this.
I mean,
Panthers are a pretty trash ass team too.
They're trying to lose on top of it.
Yeah.
Panthers and the Colts.
I take it back. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Bears are not the worst team in the NFL. It's the Panthers. They're firing their players on the sideline, but it's self-inflicted. The Bears aren't trying to be bad. The Panthers are trying to be bad.
I mean, they got rid of the coach and all of that. So of course, they're probably gonna be the worst team in the NFL. For sure.
But I think the Bears are honorable mention.
The Bears, to me, still are the worst. Like I said, I don't know if it's
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I forgot about the Panthers, bro. That's how bad they are.
Yeah, they are that bad. I mean, because when you go on a fire sale, Christian McCaffrey's coming up soon. They're better off doing it now when he is literally worth as much as he's worth. The whole Bills rumors, I don't know if those are real, but that would really be a nice fit for a guy like him.
That would be crazy.
That would be a nice fit for him.
That would be how we ensure that Josh Allen gets a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
I know Eagles got an extra first round pick. They might want to.
Hey, shit! I like Boobie Sanders, man, and our 55 fucking running backs we got.
Yeah.
We got a whole fucking roster of running backs. Don't worry.
All right, let's go Lions Cowboys.
I think Darren Sproles still play for us.
Lions, Cowboys. What are you going, Jaquemo?
Man. So I think Dak's coming back. I'm gonna ride with the Cowboys on this one. But the Lions, man, I want the Lions to win so bad every week, and it just doesn't kind of happen. You know.
I think they're like the underdog you want to see win.
Yeah.
Because they've just been bad forever, and you're just like, come on, Lions, win.
Yeah, after so long, it's like you're poking them with the stick. It's like just do something.
Like, I want a playoff season at least, you know?
Yeah.
And then you see Stafford leave and then immediately win a Super Bowl. You're just like, poor Lions.
It's kind of like how you feel with the Jets and shit, you know? Like I feel that too. It's like, man, to see the Jets, you know, the Giants starting to pick it up again. Giants were good here and there, but to see them picking it up, it's always nice to see.
Yeah, it's an interesting season, man. But speaking of Giants, Jags, who you got?
Giants, Jags. I'm gonna go with the Giants. The Jags are interesting though, man. The Jags are kind of
Jags are like the best bad team, if that makes sense. They're
I said
a bad
that last
team.
week.
They're not. Yeah, we did say that last week. They're not like terrible, but they're just not good enough to win. They're missing a few things.
What's happening is they just keep like almost or beating the Colts. And I just got this idea of the Colts in my head.
Yeah.
And so it's like every time they almost beat them, I'm like, dude, the Jags are looking pretty serious.
Yeah, the Colts, I guess.
The Colts are looking pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
With, Matty Ice. Oh, man.
But guess what, dude? Matt Ryan is the second place in passing yards this season. Really? I bet you didn't know that, right? Yeah, it's nuts. I didn't know that either. He's behind Josh Allen. And
something that shocked me before I was just looking up some things before we got on the show and everything, but I was looking at the Saints rankings and we're like 4th ranked offense, and I was like, dude, what? I was like, man, we're struggling out there.
That's how crazy.
I'm thinking it's just Jameis Winston throwing the ball up to Chris Olave, just fucking getting hundreds of yards.
Hell yeah.
So we got Packers Commanders.
Oh, I didn't make my pick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I picked the Jaguars. I picked the Jaguars.
You picked the Jaguars?
I
thought we all picked the Giants. That's why I just glossed over it.
I did pick the Cowboys for the last one, but I picked the Jaguars.
He's trying to come back on this. He's hoping that these games go the wrong way.
Maybe, but you know, honestly, I think the Giants got a scheduled loss soon.
I don't think it's to the Jaguars. I agree with you, but I don't think it's to the Jaguars.
I think they got a scheduled loss soon. I like the Giants. I do. I really do. But like, I think their receiving core is dog shit. And it's going to get exposed sooner or later. They just can't keep running the ball.
I could see that. So now Packers, Commanders.
Packers.
Yeah, as shitty as they were, and I want to say like, oh, he's gonna bounce back, or he's not gonna bounce back. It's gonna be the collapse of the Packers. They're gonna be an okay team.
Just be okay. They'll be able to beat the Commanders. That's for sure.
For sure.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like just imagine the shit that Bears fans are gonna get Packers if they lose to the Commanders after the Commanders barely beat the Bears, and now Wentz is out. You know.
I almost hope the Commanders win just to see the Packers.
Bro, I would fucking cry. That's why I said on Twitter the other day, I'm like, watching Packers do not that good and the Bears suck at the same time. It's like, you motherfuckers are talking shit to nobody.
Yeah.
Teams.
I'm like, the Vikings up there giggling, bro. I'm like, what the heck?
So we all said Packers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Colts, Titans.
Titans. I got, I believe I picked the goddamn Colts.
Going into this team or in this season, these two teams are like the same team to me. Titans and Colts. They're like the same build team, same old average ass white quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, Matt Ryan, like the
average
same ass
QB, just badass running back.
Yeah, in like a system ass team. Team as fuck.
Peyton Manning in the helmet looking ass quarterbacks.
And I'm not ready to say the Colts are just bad. I think they're playing bad. I think it's so hard to say because they got a new quarterback with Matt.
I think you're making sense in a way though. Like if these are like system ran teams, I think like with the injuries with the Colts, like Jonathan Taylor's out, things like that. A couple of O-line, I think went out. Like I think
they're not going to be great, but they're going to be like okay. You know what I mean?
Whenever those big pieces go out and you're a system team, it just messes up the whole system.
You're done.
Yeah, your whole system's done. Yeah. So they're not technically bad. They just need to get their guys.
Like when Titans lost
they need their personnel.
It's like the Titans lost Henry last year. They play in the playoffs. That's not the Titans team. They were good still. That's not the team.
They were good. Yeah. They were definitely.
But with that being said, I think I'm going Titans.
I picked the Colts.
You're picking Colts?
Yep.
I'm picking Titans just because they're coming off the bye and I think they used up all their good fucking luck last week against the Jaguars. I think the Jags should have won that game.
I think
I wanted to see it bad.
I mean, shit, man. I mean, the way that they played against Kansas City, I'm like, I think that they can put more points on the board.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're just tricky too.
All right, we are running out of time, so we got to speed run these last little ones.
All right, let's
get another one. Jets, Broncos.
Jets. We already talked about how much better they are.
Jets, yeah, I said I wouldn't pick against them anymore, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Texans, Raiders.
I hate the Broncos right now.
The shit bowl. Who wants
the shit bowl? Texan Raiders. I'm going Raiders.
Yeah. I'll go. No, I'm gonna go with the Texans. I'm a huge fan of Damian Pierce.
So you're going Texans? Are you going Texans too?
I'm going Raiders.
I'm a big
Raiders
Pierce fan.
Raiders. All right. Chiefs, 49ers.
I picked the 49ers.
I got Chiefs. Mahomes needs a bounce back win. He's going to get it.
Yep.
It'll be a close game, but he'll get it.
Dolphins, I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well.
Chiefs, all right.
3:30.
Steelers and Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins.
I picked Steelers.
Injuries or not, Dolphins.
Yeah. I picked Steelers.
Wait, didn't the Steelers get hurt too, or no?
Pickett, he had a concussion protocol. You're right.
And then Trubisky came in.
Trubisky's playing.
I think Trubisky's playing. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a weird one.
It is.
Shit, I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins. Just because I got Waddle.
All right, Seahawks, Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
Seahawks, Chargers. Yeah, Chargers.
Seahawks.
You going Seahawks? I could see that game.
They just played. They played too recently. I feel like. And they just barely won. It was an overtime game against some trash-ass Broncos. Yeah. I don't know. They got to bounce back. Is Keenan Allen going to be back?
Our camera died, but we're going to still keep going. This part will be audio for the ones that are sticking through. We got 2 more games to talk about. It's Bears-Patriots.
Yeah, we'll put an info.
That's it. I don't want. That's it. You guys heard me say what I said about the Bears.
Patriots.
That's my pick. Yeah.
Patriots. I think that's unanimous. And then we got to go back to the first one. Cardinals, Saints.
Oh, yeah. What are you I'm just going to roll with the Saints, baby. Who that?
Saints.
You know what? Like I said, we got history to make. We got to finish that bird gauntlet. We're coming for the Raiders. We're coming for them Eagles, too.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to
come back for that Eagles.
That's what I was going to say.
Unless we lose. And we lose, you might not hear from me ever again.
Get the chain of command. You beat these birds, you come see me.
I'm coming. I'm coming. It's like the boss bird. I think the Eagles is the last one, too, on the list.
Man. So, hey, man, take it easy on me this week in fantasy. Don't put my ass too bad.
This is the perfect
Oh, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
We'll see.
That's why I said I need a tight end.
Hell yeah. And I totally forgot. We still have the camera from the Zoom, so we're not even fully off camera.
Right.
Oh, y'all are set then.
But yeah, we are running out of time on the Zoom, though. You know, fuck you. Real quick shout out to Zoom. Quit trying to make us upgrade our things. Definitely. We're just going to end the conversation and start it into 2s, 3s, 4s, whatever we got to do. We're not paying you guys.
You guys didn't hear that.
This is an anti-ad.
Shout out Puffco. We need a goddamn sponsor.
The future sponsorship. I'll hit it right now.
Hell yeah. We're going to speak that into existence.
Hell yeah. If we just keep pretending that we're sponsored by it, who knows? Who's going to know that we're not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We are.
And then eventually they're just going to be like, hey, here you go.
But shout out to Drunkyard Dawgs.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was going to say. Shout out Drunkyard.
Go check out their podcast.
We're in the mix of doing some things right now, so we're kind of on a little hiatus, but we'll be back soon. So
I was just talking to Marcus a little bit. I was
back soon.
We got some ideas going and stuff.
Yeah, got some ideas brewing. And then we're also making some music on the side. So
hell yeah, dude. And catch, this is going to come out way before the Screw City episode with you guys is going to be dropped. But in a couple weeks here, catch Drunkyard on the Screw City podcast, season 3.
Yeah. Season 3
everything premiere. I talked about, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Probably some crazy shit in there.
There was a homeless guy who called in. We'll leave it at.
Oh yeah, that was crazy, man. That was a huge surprise.
I joined in at the end there. I did catch.
Oh yeah, you were there. You were there.
I caught it
at the end. Anyway, but all right, everyone, have a good fucking night.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you for being here.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Much
longest
love.
special we got, man.
Yeah.